Well, good morning, everyone. It's Monday, and what a beautiful day it is. It's cold, but it's nice and bright outside. And today I'm making myself some lunch, and I've been craving this. I'm going to make myself some peas. So I'm going to cook 2 cups, and these are summer sweet peas, they're called. I always like to get a good, and when they're on sale, and usually around this time, if you notice, vegetables and canned fruits and things are going on sale because they want to make room for the next crop that is coming. So that's just a cycle that happens. So now I've got these peas in here, and I'm going to put a little bit of water, not much, you see? See how much water I have in there? Yeah, it's not much. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use all of it. That seems like plenty. I still have some in there. So I'm going to put this on the back burner on a low heat. And when they're almost cooked, I'll come back. There, it hasn't been long, maybe 5 minutes or so, and the peas are cooked. And they're right down to a very low heat. But look at them. They are cooked. And they look so nice and bright green. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm turning this even down lower. I'm going to put some milk in there. There. I'm just going to cover them with milk, and even maybe just a little bit more. Do you see that? And I'm putting that back on the stove. And then with this, I've got 2 tablespoons of flour in there, and I'm going to put some more milk in there. I had 2 cups in here. I don't know if I'll use it all. Probably not. And I'm putting the milk in there with the flour, and I'm mixing up. And that's so that I don't get lumps. I used to have one of those shakers. I don't know, I got it somewhere at some party. And, you know, when you're moving, you downsize and stuff. And my children were helping me, and they were saying, "Mom, do you ever use this?" And I said, "Well, I haven't used it for about 5 years." Okay, away it goes. It was kind of good the way that they were doing it. But now I look back at some of that stuff and think, oh, I could use it now. But then I think to myself, but then I always have an empty jar, right? So, there. I've got that in there. And those peas were only cooking for just a few minutes. And now this, I have to wait till that milk comes up to a boil. I'll time it. It didn't take long, and now it's breaking the surface and beginning to boil. So I'm going to put my flour mixture in there. I might not put all of it in. I just kind of put some in and see how that feels. Oh, I think I can put it all in. And then the other thing I do is I put some real butter in there. Put real butter. And that is maybe a good tablespoon of butter. And another little flake there. And I'll mix that in. See how nice and thick that is? And I'm going to put a bit of pepper in. I hadn't put pepper in before. Look at that. I've got a brand new one, but this is a coarse cut, and I like that for cooking. There. I'll put some of that in. I'll put a little bit more salt in. I don't know. I put some in when it started to cook, but I'll taste it once it's... Turn that down. And then you have to let it cook. You want to get that flour taste out of there. So you need to cook it, and in the time you're cooking it, stir it. Maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes, And make sure it's bubbling like this, see? And let me come back in 3 minutes. Okay, I cooked it for about 4 minutes. Very good. I can taste the butter. Oh, it's delicious. So I have some salmon here. I had bought myself a package of salmon to cook, and I have enough for 2 meals in there, so I took 1.5 salmon from there. And I cooked myself some rice, just plain ordinary white rice. I cooked way more than what I needed because rice is very good for putting into the fridge. And you know, later on, if I feel like it, I might want to make myself some rice and raisins, right? So there's rice on there. And now for the star of the meal, which is the creamed peas. And I put them over my salmon, like so. And a little bit to the side and a bit on the rice. Let me push this aside and let's see how it tastes. I'm excited. It looks like a good, healthy lunch. But I remember Mom making cream peas. And then when my children are home, I made it and we'd have it on toast. Sometimes the meal is a side too. Absolutely delicious. I cooked it just right. The flour is cooked nicely, and you can taste the butter in the milk and the nice fresh peas.